Okay, y'all, so this is one of my favorite videos to make every year, and I try and make an annual video of, I guess, a comparison of what you'll probably go out if you go to Walmart or the like to find a lawnmower for the year. Just a good consumer grade mower. Um, these are some of my more popular videos and most requested videos, and I think I've got a good selection this year. Arguably a better selection than last year when it comes to them. Um, I'll start off by noting one mower that's missing, and that's a big wheel push mower with a bag that's not self-propel. So I'll get that out of the way. I don't have any of those this year. I also have a Snapper SP90, I believe it's a 90 or a 95, the rear wheel drive self-propel with the bag. But it's going to be a while before I get that one fixed because it needs a head gasket, and a video will be coming on that. But I knew I wouldn't get it done before I started selling them for the year, so I want to give y'all kind of a comparison as to what, at least in 2018, everything was like. And like I said, it's just very minor changes usually year by year when it comes to things that you buy. I'll also preface by saying that these are the mowers that you specifically can only buy at Walmart and Sam's Club. But if you go to Lowe's and get their what used to be Troy Built and is now Craftsman line of lawnmowers, they're basically the exact same thing except in red paint with a Craftsman name on them. So and priced maybe just slightly higher. So just kind of a hint there, if you go to Walmart, you'll save a few bucks and get the exact same thing. But first off is kind of the entry-level mower. One change from last year that I'm glad they brought back are the quick adjust wheels for this Hyper Tough with the 300 series Briggs. It's a 20-inch mower. Go for just a little basic trim work, side jobs. It's got a side discharge chute. The engine is not very powerful at all. It's only 125 cc, but you know, light jobs, trim work usually works decently well. I will note that in past videos I've also mentioned this. The weak point on these is this area right here where the back wheels, the mechanism, and the height adjuster meets the deck. Over time, it'll kind of wall out something in the deck there, and it'll wear a little bit of a hole. Again, this deck is really thin too. I think these retail, I'll give y'all kind of the prices as well, from what I understand. I think they're around 158 maybe at Walmart. I usually sell them for around 90. So most of them I usually sell for about $50 to $60 under retail, just because I'm not a store. And some of these mowers aren't brand new, although that one is. The next step up, and these are some of my more favorite ones, at least when it comes to consumer grade, are these two Murrays here. One of them, the only difference between them is that they have one of them has big wheels, one of them doesn't, and one of them has a slightly bigger engine. But the small wheel one here will come with a discharge chute, and it's only, I think, it's a less than a $20 difference between these two mowers. I think you're looking they might be 138, and these might be 158. But again, a $20 difference, you're getting a lot better mower for the money. This has a 450E. This is a 125 cc as well, but it seems like it has a little bit more power to it. Seems like everything's beefed up just a little bit more than the 300 series, and the engine usually on these 450s runs a lot better than the 300s. This is a 21-inch cut, and that's actually going to be what everything is here until I get to that last one down there. So everything here is a 21-inch. 450E series Briggs shares a lot of the same parts with all these other engines. The displacement and maybe kind of the tuning is slightly different. But I don't know if y'all can see, these are built a lot better with the height adjusters. The wheels are a little bit beefier. good for small yards. It'll handle a little bit more rough stuff too than this cheap Hyper Tough. Deck's also a little bit more sturdy. Comes with a better guard on the back as well. And the big wheel one here is basically the same as the small wheel one, except I think it's 10-inch wheels on the back versus 8-inch wheels. So, actually says on here 11-inch wheels versus 8-inch wheels. So if you have a little bit rougher terrain, like to have bigger wheels on the back, that's kind of the difference. You get a little bit more displacement. A 500E series with 140 cc with 5 gross pounds of torque versus 4.5. Then you move up here to the bagger mower, and real quick, I'll sell these for about 110, and these will sell for 125. I think there may be around 150 something and 170 something at Walmart. These are, at about $10 or so, you get a bag and a little bit different deck design. I'm not a fan of so much of the plastic front ends on these, but instead of it having to adjust the individual wheels, you adjust the actual axle, like the front axle, the rear axle, so you keep the same height throughout the mower, at least on the front and the back. These also come with discharge chutes. I don't have enough to sell them with these mowers, at least to my knowledge. I like to try and reserve the discharge chutes for the bigger mowers, the self-propelled stuff, to get a little more money. I'll sell these. I'll list these for 140. Like I said, they list for around 180 something at Walmart, if I remember correctly. The bagger mechanism is really easy to put on and off. It's just you lift the flap here, put it on, take it off by these little tabs. And the handle's also in a little bit better as well. One thing they changed a couple years ago is they got rid of the crossbar that's on this basic mower here. It used to be on these two, the big wheel and the standard wheel. They got rid of that, and so it makes it a little bit harder for me to fold the handle for transport or stuff like that. So that may be an option if you're looking into that. And then you actually have to have bolts physically down here to hold the handle on. As you can see, I had to improvise a little bit on these because a lot of them were missing the hardware, but the bolts work really well. These are a little bit easier to transport because all you have to do is take off a couple of wing nuts, fold the handle down. It's got the exact same engine, although it's a different engine cover. The exact same engine as the big wheel push mower. 140 cc, 5 gross pounds of torque. Blade design's a little bit different, and that's about the only difference. And the deck on these don't really seem to be quite as good as those, and the plastic front end. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. But as you can see, plastic kind of abounds on these consumer grade mowers. And then you can call this, I guess in air quotes, a snapper. It's not a true snapper, but it does have the name on it. This is the SP65. It's just a front wheel self-propel push mower with a bag. Same, if you look, same exact deck design, same exact way you put on the bag. Just the front end's a little bit different with the self-propel. These are a little bit more sturdy front ends with the self-propel on them than just the regular ones. I've seen these crack and just bust over time from use and abuse. These have, I guess, a ½ pound-foot more torque, but still the same displacement as the other two engines I just showed. This is a 550EX. The difference is it doesn't have a primer bulb like the previous mowers I've showed. It has an auto choke. So you should, in theory, be able to pull it and go. These are decent mowers for the money. I think they retail for around $250 something. I'll list them for $220 and usually get about $200 for them, which is, pretty good. The next two here are very similar in nature. One of them you're going to find at Walmart. One of them you're going to find at Sam's Club. The first one is the one you'll find at Walmart, is another snapper. You can put snapper in air quotes again. Like I said, all these names are very interchangeable. It's the same as if you find the same mower at Lowe's that's a Craftsman brand, or I think those are the two main ones. Toro and Lawn Boy are a little bit differently made. Husqvarna is also a little bit differently made than these. But really the only difference between the two, this is a snapper, this is a Black Max. If you look at them, they're basically the same thing. This deck design is the same. The way that you put the bag on is the same. Your big difference here is, I think you can only find this one at Sam's Club, and this one you'll find at Walmart. The other big thing is this is Briggs engine and a Honda engine. Similar displacement, 163cc, 7.25 gross pound-feet of torque, and your GCV 160. I will argue that this engine is a little bit more powerful than that engine, but you got to think of Briggs and their somewhat questionable reliability versus Honda's good reputation and reliability. Both mowers here I'll list for $240. I believe they list for around $300 at the store. So, like I said, just keeping with the theme. But the Self-Propelled, the way that it's driven is the lever operated. It's a little bit different than the SP65, which is handle operated. I like the handle a little bit better than the lever, personally. But as you can see, they come with discharge chutes and all that, and bags and manuals if you buy them new. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then the last one here is actually basically the same thing. If you went to Home Depot and bought a Husqvarna, it's the exact same thing except it's a snapper. Again, snapper in air quotes because it's just a rebrand of MTD or an AYP mower. But this is the exact same thing as if you went to Husqvarna and bought the all-wheel drive push mower. This one's actually pretty neat because it's got big wheels on the back, and all the ones I've just shown self-propel also have that deck wash, but personally I don't even use that or even consider it a feature because I don't really think it really works very well. But this one's a super nice mower with the 160 Honda GCV on it. Your Hondas get your fuel shut-off valve here, and you get the Honda reliability. But this mower is the big boy of the bunch, so to speak. It's around 100 and it's almost $400. I usually sell it for $280 to $300 with the all-wheel drive system and whatnot on it. So that's just kind of a synopsis of everything. What you'll find probably at the store in 2019, there may be a few nuances and whatnot, but nothing really strikingly different than this. So again, I know a lot of y'all are interested in looking and finding mowers for the year, and this is kind of what your selection is going to be if you go to a place like Walmart, Lowe's, or any of your big box stores. So just wanted to get that video in before I started selling them. Thank you all for watching, and happy mowing season.